Nah. Listen. Check it.
Hip-hop saved so many lives.
My word is hip-hop. I walk hip-hop. I eat hip-hop. You know, I smile hip-hop. I cry hip-hop.
Hip-hop changed lives. Hip-hop destroys lives. Hip-hop enhances lives.
Hip-hop saved my life because it gave me an expression.
It's important hip-hop, continues to grow with age.
Before I even had a chance to touch overseas, bro, I thought it was crazy, like it was all third world and all that kind of shit. And the minute I had a chance to go over there, like, nigga, ain't no difference, my nigga, in the world, the United States, and then just this thug shit. And hip-hop done turned everybody out.
It's a multi-billion-dollar business, and it's been growing and growing and growing.
If it wasn't for hip-hop, man, I don't know what the fuck I'd be doing.
Religion didn't do it. Politics didn't do it. Education didn't do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sports didn't do it. Like, ain't nothing brought people together like hip-hop.
I don't care how dope your homeboy say you is, or how dope you think you are, or how flashy you may think you can look. This game is not promised to nobody.
There's a lot of talent out here, man. I'm a West Coast representative for real. There's a lot of talent out here.
California nigga, gangsta. I'm lower than a motherfucker. Yeah. It's California nights, California life, homie. California nights, ain't nothing like it. You can home bike it, Chevy low it, a big truck it, fuck it. California nights, California life, homie. California nights, ain't nothing like it. You can home bike it, Chevy low it, a big truck it, fuck it. Everybody flossing, chicks got in, we hollering at her, but you can hear the wind. When you got cheese, nigga please, shit that used to be hard now for police. For the very first time, you can sit back and really feel the sunshine. Green ain't it, everything candy painted. If you don't bang, they still ask who you hang with. I roll with the greenbacks. Got a green truck, green bike, green light. Been hustling, came up on a green stack. Got a swisher, finna fill it with a green sack. Take a long drag, lean back. I'm serious about the hit bag, and I mean that. I'm from the state where the rice and the bean at. But from the hood with neck bones and them dreams at. It's California, nigga. It's California nights, California life, homie. California nights, ain't nothing like it. You can all bike it, Chevy low it, a big truck it, fuck it. California nights, California life, homie. California nights, ain't nothing like it. You can all bike it, Chevy low it, a big truck it, fuck it.
Let's see, side bust down. Only thing we really like to do is touch man. And I'll probably never let us tuck tail. Shoot you, then the cop like motherfuck jail. You can tell that these LA streets raised me. Summertime sun keep us feeling all crazy. Same sun keep us feeling all lazy. We head back to bitch, did the night of broad bay. Damn. Sound like a California male. Third of our life in the California jail. Rehabilitate in that California hell. That right there is where California fell. Don't get me wrong, it ain't all to the bad. Dude had a beach with a bros pulling that.
Talk about they gonna bring the West back, you know what I'm saying, for like 4, 5, 6 years. And the first video I seen, #1 on BET, out the West, was from a jerk movement.
I'm not against the jerk movement, you know what I mean? It's a new and it's vibrant. That's the young kids is embracing that.
It's a good thing for the West to hold on to. You know what I mean? I just feel our old heads should respect it a little bit more, get behind it a little bit more, because at the same time we all pushing the same thing.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't been no #1 video, it ain't been no song or nothing out the West that been #1 in so long.
The time has changed, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course niggas started shit, but these niggas done reinvented shit.
The youth have a game, you know, more being the youth at that time. And at that time came that controversy.
You know, people wish to God that we had another alternative motive instead of crippin' in blood and red ragging and blue ragging and khaki sagging and pants sagging and different things of that nature. And now you got a younger generation who decide, okay, we're gonna find our own style, we're gonna find our own identity away from this whole gang thing.
Jerk is real good for our community right now. Keeps a lot of kids from gang banging. I know that firsthand because all of my young niggas jerk, so that keeps them from gang banging. You know what I mean? I kind of got into the music, but I'm on the realer side of Jerk, which evolved in terms to something I call sad.
I can't say I condone tight jeans and all that good shit, but at the same time, you know, when I was back then sagging and doing my thing, you know, how did the older generation look at me?
And then people want to criticize it, you know what I'm saying? It's like really I look at it as some haterism. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna hate on anything that's productive, number one for our people, then productive for the West Coast, then productive for hip hop, then productive for music, you know, then productive, number one and first and foremost really, it's productive for the kids.
I mean, New West is like the Jerk movement's big brother. And New West is like the bastard son, you know what I mean, of G-Funk. So it's like, you know, we always none of us got along, but I never looked down at them at the Jerk movement, you know, the New Boys, the YGs, the Tail Thugs, because, you know, those dudes come from the same neighborhood. They're just kids. You know, they doing their thing just like when we was coming up, we was doing our thing. We didn't care who was doing what before us. Like, we wasn't wearing khakis no more. So, you know, no matter what nobody else did. So we was wearing other type of pants and fresh shit. And they pants is tighter. So, you know, like I said, it's just they thing. You feel me? So, yeah, they definitely a direct representation of who we are and what we evolved to as far as the young dudes, bro.
The Jerk scene is cool, just like I said before. It's like breakdancing, you know, everything we lose. That's the new school's form of breakdancing.
And if pushed right and represented right, you could have seen movies, because that was a new movement. Not saying it's died out, but I thought I would see more movies.
But everybody didn't make it out the Jerk movement.
The skinny jean movement is cool, you know what I'm saying? I like that. I'd rather see them wearing that shit than khakis and chucks. So I like that it's pumped up, but don't misinterpret the Nipseys and the Glasses and niggas who are on the same page as the old school Remedy, but they got the new school twist to it. I'm feeling them niggas.
But now at this point, you know, you got artists like YG and Ty and TF Third and the New Boys and Audio Push and Cold Flames and Cali Swag District. And, I mean, it's a few different artists that made it out of a quote-unquote genre that they say, oh, this is a Jerk movement.
There's some real authentic youngsters on the West Coast doing something different without the made-up rap. You know what I'm saying? Without the, you know what I'm saying? They really just getting down on what we know how to get down with rap.
For people who don't know, jerking was the terminology. It really wasn't even a dance. It was a terminology from the east side. Niggas is drinking, niggas popping pills. Like how the bass say they pop pills, they thizzing. Niggas on the east side say, I'm jerking. I mean, you finna pop a pill tonight, you drinking it, you finna get ratchet on your hoe.
What they done, they put fun back into the music on the West Coast. They put the dance back in front. You know what I'm saying? The women are involved, the men are involved.
To me, it's a stolen dance. It's a mixture of dances all together, breaking, popping, locking, turfing, bucking, crumping.
Original Jerk was a rock of the knee. You bend low, rock to the left twice, rock to the right twice. That was the first jerk. And then they added the reject. So you're a reject, and then you're a jerk.
I don't think the clothes that they wear is cool, but, you know, they like it, I love it.
I think that we got a big, bad rap on not, you know, with no unity. Like me personally, everybody has a different perspective. I done rap with almost every rapper on the West Coast from the north to the south. So there's unity, you know. Snoop done rapped with almost every rapper from the coast. There's unity. He's big and I'm a little smaller than him. So it's a lie that there's no unity. We're not being smart and making good decisions as far as our team shit. That's what we're not doing. We don't have a new Deathrow.
Dog, we shot ourselves in the foot, dog. You know, to be honest.
That was like the biggest label, biggest movement.
You know what I'm saying? We was the starting players, dog. We was starting. We was starting, dog. Regardless of, you know what I'm saying, whatever happened with the Deathrow situation and whatnot, we were starting players.
If we can bring another powerhouse like Deathrow, but keep the fun into it, the West Coast as a whole, this whole side would be fine.
Because we was like a force to be reckoned with. We was very powerful. We was very effective in the West Coast hip hop market, point blank period.
You know what I'm saying? There was other labels out in the game aside from Deathrow. You know what I'm saying? There was other executives, there was other things that was going on that could have kept us alive, but
nobody started a new Deathrow since Deathrow been gone. Deathrow is what made some of the West Coast. Ruthless Records is what made some of the West Coast. Where's the new one?
Like I said, Snoop Suge, he was smart, man. He was a businessman.
You know, he can take care of it. You didn't do good business, Suge. Bottom line, you know that, so we ain't gotta talk about it.
I ain't never met the nigga. I was in the yard with the nigga, man, you know what I'm saying? I might have said what's up, but I didn't fuck with him. I don't even keep it 100, I don't even, you know. It was already niggas in the town trying to tell me what was going on. Cause all through the Deathrow, I was in the I ain't never seen none of that shit. Never had a chance to. I got out of 98, everything was done, homie. Everybody was dead and gone. You know what I mean? So it's wild, man.
It's really sad because Suge was the Berry Gordy in today's times. And unfortunately, like some men throughout history, that when you gain so much power, you become evil. And that's what he did. He became a Hitler or Idi Amin or Napoleon to me. He is part of what has happened. This is the result of what has happened.
Cats going to record companies, loking up on people. It's hard to get to A&Rs. It's hard to get the marketing people.
We're like paying the cost for that Suge Knight era. Suge he had the music game on lock. When he was at the top of his game, he had it on lock. I think that whole crumble right there, because after that fall of that empire, man, we ain't, who done it after him? Nobody.
Period. Like, when it was like some street stuff got into the rap game, you know what I'm saying? Some rappers end up, you know, getting involved with it, and then that when it spiraled out of control, people lost lives. To me, that's why I think the West Coast died for a while. Biggie died on the West Coast, Tupac died on the West Coast, hip-hop died on the West Coast for a little while.
And like I said again, man, we blackballed, you feel me? We blackballed as a coast until these niggas wake up and realize that we blackballed. This shit ain't gonna get better.
I do believe Suge scared them all, man. He scared a lot of people, man, with the tactics that he was using, you know. It's a bad look for the West Coast, bad look for the music industry, period, you know what I'm saying? Because what Suge had, man, was a multi-billion-dollar corporation right there. You know what I'm saying? The West right now can still be on top.
I think the West need to forgive, and they need to open their arms to him if he's coming back to clean up his mess and correct it. That's the only way I think the West should accept him back, because he could have been the Jay-Z or the Puppet.
Say the window is closing for music, period. For the urban black, whether he's from the South, whether he's from the West Coast, whether he's from the East Coast, from the Midwest, understand that the powers that be do not want that type of lucrative income to be circulated amongst us.
Animals, nigga. I fuck with animals, nigga. I roll with animals, nigga.
Well, I think the muscle's been turned down.
I think the people that was over us didn't empower themselves and keep the business line open. They have to understand this is a business. They gotta know how to go from street to corporate.
They're already scared of us, so why you gonna make them nervous for somebody like that?
We have to learn from the past and see where mistakes was made, and definitely not make those mistakes again.
But when you're talking to these white folks, when you're talking to these other people that can really help you, that run this game, it's a certain amount of intelligence that you gotta have.
If you ain't treating like a business, whoever around you are treating you like a business.
How you think everybody else will perceive us when it comes to wanting to do business with us? If we won't work with each other, what makes you think anybody else gonna come trust us, giving us dough to work with them?
I mean, man, the streets gonna always be there, man. But if you gonna do business, be able to leave that over there and then come over here and wear your suit and tie on, or wear your Gucci, you feel me? And do whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or put your Gucci bag on, or whatever, and like do business, bro.
Let's get our business straight. Let's leave that street shit in the streets. And man, you ain't compromising your manhood if you want to pull your pants up and put a suit on and get comfortable with these corporate boys and talk that suit talk. Because 95% of your success is based on deception. You deceiving motherfuckers that think you got money any motherfucking way. Hip-hop, entertainment is deception.
The rap game is a business. So it's not just the dude that's in front of the camera that's rapping and spitting lyrics, you know what I'm saying? Majority of it that goes into it is all marketing. It's all marketing push.
I think that I could run another business because how I know the music business, because corporate structures are similar. You know, they all got something on the board of directors. You know, they all got that staff and they working to achieve some form of goal. They're either selling some kind of product, whether it's intellectual property or it's a physical product. So it's not just about going to school. I'm not like the biggest person on stay in school, go to school, but do educate yourself, because there's libraries everywhere. Everything is online. You know, you can sit on this computer all day and learn everything like in school. You know, they got tutorials all on YouTube.
Stop getting your homeboys to represent you, going in there with your pants sagging, talking about, hey, yeah, you know, this is what I'm gonna be fucking me some hoes, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bust me a 750 BMW when he get this advance. Go in there and make these people you go in there with your hand out to feel comfortable around you, so when anytime some conversation come up about money, hey, you know what? Let's get so-and-so in his representation here and let them go get that money. But what we do is we scare them. West Coast, the killer coast. Nigga, when y'all get off that plane and come out here, tuck your motherfucking chain. Stop saying that shit, cause that shit is real. Niggas is robbing motherfuckers and taking their chain. It's happening, so stop glorifying. Let's start making these corporate boys comfortable around us, cause we need them.
Saying that you see these record execs and shit, and they just scared of the whole, just LA.
Who wants another $100 million mogul that controls 1,000 gangbangers or controls 2,000 gangbangers?
You feel me? We need to imitate or emulate people like, you know, from New York. Emulate people from the South, you know what I mean? If we're going to emulate that, since they emulating us, we need to emulate their business savvy.
It start there.
Understand the business that you're entering. Understand the people that's around you. Understand your demographic that you're trying to reach. Understand your marketing plan.
The industry feeds off of stupidity and ignorance. We thought once we got into the music game that it was legal. This shit dirtier than the dope game. It's dirtier than gangbang. You know what I'm saying? And they just whooping your ass with a piece of paper and a pencil called a contract. And now, you know, now it's enforceable by other criminals that's called judges and lawyers.
You wanna educate yourself in whatever field you're trying to go in. You wanna educate yourself generally, because you wanna know how to read, write, you know, do arithmetic. You wanna know how to solve equations and really get into problems, and you know, you wanna have some form of social skills. You wanna be kind of a little bit, you know, up on your environment and what's going on around you. You know, so that you have some kind of awareness in the world, because when you're taking care of business, some of these things come up.
Music, business. Music, business. Music, business.
So it's time to be accountable for your own self.
So what they do, they take their artistry and they combine their artistry and their business sense, and they say, I'm gonna still flex my rap skills, I'm gonna still flex my singing skills, but I'm gonna flex it in the business sense to where I am at the end of the day trying to cash a check. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can rebel against the system all they want to and keep trying to figure out where their checks gonna come from.
I'm not mad at Dre for not trying to sign somebody who don't want to do good business.
You know, with no relationships and resources, it's gonna be more expensive. Nobody's gonna really speak on your behalf.
It's a business. This ain't about I'm gonna put my homies on. I got a radio show. My homies just can't come down here and kick it. It ain't that type of party, man. This is business. It's the business of entertainment, and you know, the world is watching us. So what we can do is some magical stuff. Magical.
Education is king.
There are so many positions in the entertainment business that don't require you to rap or sing or be an athlete or none of that. That requires you to think and just know numbers and know how to push paper and know simple things like where your commas and your periods go.
If you got a mixtape, street out, you want to gain revenue off of it, you can write a mission statement to any of these game suppliers like Xbox. You can write a mission statement to them and tell them, look, we're going to donate some money to a certain school, and what you do is you'll have repeat buyers, and you'll be amazed at how much money you can make off your content by campaigning your content. So you can say, be the lucky fan to win an Xbox 360 and 3 free games when they purchase your mixtape or your street album. And then you might have a special CD in there, really make somebody win it, but you'd be amazed that company that carries that game will send you 5 free games because what you did was involve children.
following trends, man. Study the market. It's like the stock market, man. You survey the market, man, and predict trends. Predict trends, not follow trends.
Don't get a Fifi bag just because you think you dope and want to come out with plan, plot, strategize. And if you do those things in accordance to the blueprint that's already set down, you too can make it.
I mean, we had to do everything from make our own records, do our own album covers, do our own art. We had to record the record, make the album cover, do the label cover, do the CD covers, take the masters around. We learned every aspect of the record game.
You know what I mean? And a lot of niggas don't understand that.
What we got to do is take all the resources that we learn together. This cat went to film school, this square dude over here to do this dude right here, oh, he ain't this and he ain't that, but he know how to do this.
Diversify, man. You don't just have to make a beat and serve it to a rapper or to a singer. You dig what I'm saying? You got TV, you got film scoring, you got commercials, you got video games you can serve your music to.
You gotta shake the bullshit and get your business right. Get your business right, then you can get yourself out there. You going into these labels with a CD, nigga, that shit ain't about to work. Nigga, you got 10 songs. You like, you know what, man? I'm about to get this motherfucking $1 million deal, nigga. I'm about to get a chain like AB's, nigga. Man, I'm about to be out here pop. It don't go like that, bro. They want to see how they gonna get their money back. They want to know how are we gonna market this, how we gonna get this money off of this, and how the fuck are you gonna benefit us?
Media base is something that you have to register your music, so when it's paid around the world, it's being tracked. So I advise everybody to look media base up, where you can track your music independently, and you can send it to some DJs who's on the radio, and they'll detect how many times it's being played. Sound scan. You only can sound scan. I'm tired of people talking about my joint is sound scan when they don't know what the shit sound scan means. Sound scan is only sound scan when you independent and you got a barcode and you put your records in the stores and the people are hitting it with that digital light. That's called sound scanning.
Paperback confetti, I'm a boss up at Betty's. Bought at Lucy's like I'm Desi. Katanas with a Medi, eating lobster and spaghetti. See, I rolling like I'm Kelly. Blowing on that Betty. 5,000 out the telly, y'all ain't Kobe Bryant ready.
It's something like this. I was in the street, grinding, knuckles to the concrete, so she can eat every day, bills to pay every day, every day at the mall, shopping sprees, $100 blazing trees so frequently. Let me stop it.
Yeah, man, we ain't, come on, man. Cardi ain't not something.
Let me stop, man. Yeah.
Oh Lord, gangster rap god, Ginzu sword, spit fire flames, get your tires changed. You sitting on flats, I'm sitting on stacks. Been orchestrating since rapping was rap. 1980s, Ride Ice-T, Quick Hit the Underground, NWA, DJ Pooh and King T. Now that's back in the day. 1989 to 2009, young niggas got it twisted and fucked up the grind. Now tell me, what kind of hustling is that when cats get shot in the back over dime sacks and the rap that they spit? Straight bullshit. All that acting in line till the legs start flying. Stop talking about nothing, start talking about something. Before a nigga stop talking and start dumping.
With gangsta shit. You know how much money I get. Young niggas tripping off the OG. Yeah, talking all that bullshit. Y'all know me, motherfuckers. I feel this gangsta shit. You know how much pussy I get. Back in the day, old school player. Shut the fuck up and respect my gangsta.
Was going around that they talking about the age factor. I'm too old to gang bang, getting too old to rap. Well, it don't take much for me to hold a clap. Put the girl to your head and blow your naps up. Stupid young dumb motherfuckers, brains looking like a jar of strawberry smokers.
Last one I had the opportunity to tour with Tech 9 with somebody who doesn't get any radio play, really rarely just start to get video play.
It's funny, I just left Texas not too long ago. And on their radio stations down there, man, that's all you hear is independent. I was hearing so many artists I ain't never heard of, just playing them all day long. It was like, wow, they got a whole different system.
The DJ breaks records. A DJ is a music historian. A DJ has a major place in the hip hop community.
You know, Southern California has Los Angeles, the #2 station in the country.
I don't know how this whole shit work. I know how to make this music though. And I know how to go get this bread to get whatever the fuck else I want. And I can pay somebody, go take my shit to the radio, but then what?
You can complain all day long about how this radio station and these DJs or these West Coast icons ain't doing what they supposed to do because you ain't whooping their ass. You ain't putting no pressure on them.
Why do we have a West Coast Wednesday and we on the West Coast? Because you got things that's not from the West Coast spinning everybody's shit.
They play it one time, they come back and say, oh, you know, program director said that you need this, that, and that, and that. I need more money. It be games, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never went through it personally, but I done watched it happen over and over and over and over again.
And that's all payola. You know what I mean? It's really not even a radio station no more. It's an advertising station. You know what I mean? They get paid for advertising. That's why you seeing these DJs and all that shit. They doing jingles for Toyota and all this other shit. They the new rappers now.
We don't have that support value that they have in the Bay, man. It goes back to, like I said, you know, the Bay, you know, if you're a local artist from the Bay, you can get on the local radio, man. And get spins, you feel me?
See, when you go out there, when I travel and go out there, I'm over there and they're playing their local artists out there all the time. Right here, they bring us. Man, look out for us, man. Give us our own little, you know what I mean? Maybe give us one day or a couple hours out of a day, you know what I mean, to play like independent artists that are trying to come up with it and really look through it, you know what I mean, and see like, oh, this is tight, this guy's tight, this guy's cool, you know what I mean, he's cool, he's not, and play the ones that are tight, you know.
You know what I'm saying? So that's like if LA radio let these LA niggas on and get them chances to play music on the radio, it wouldn't be no difference. It wouldn't be like or Bay hip hop scene or LA hip hop scene. Niggas in the Bay fuck with each other. Their radio stations fuck with them.
A lot of these DJs out here don't know what the fuck they doing.
See, a lot of people think because radio played this record 8 million times, it's because they like it. No, motherfuckers is getting paychecks. Corporate companies are cutting checks to make sure the record's in rotation. So if you see that DJ that's in your hood and you know him, you like, yo man, why you keep playing all that stuff, man, homie? And he like, it's not me, it's my program director. Means it's politics. Means if he don't pay this record, they will not have a job.
We need DJs. But my shouts out to M-Walk, Tony Gonzalez, Ralph M. No disrespect to the up-and-coming DJs. Until the new DJs prove themselves to me, I'll take off my hat and pay homage to them.
We need our big bro back on the radio. We need Julio G back on the radio. That's the dude that really lets you know how to be a West Coast DJ. Like, you're gonna play the top music, of course, because that's what you get paid to do. But at the same time, if you're on this coast, you need to hear the people from this coast on this radio, on these radio waves out here.
You know what I'm saying? But when I turn on the radio, K-Day or 106, I feel like I'm in Atlanta.
Fuck LA radio.
You did? Yeah.
But you know what? K-Day is cool because they do play some local shit and they play that West Coast shit. So big up to K-Day out here on the West Coast.
We talk about, oh, they not playing us on the radio. How many of us really make a song for the radio? Saying this is business. And right now, we ain't cashing the most checks. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. And a lot of us ain't even making the music to cash checks. Huh?
You know who you are. You know if you ain't up to par.
Everybody shouldn't try to be a rapper. Everybody if you love music that much, well, you need to try to be a radio DJ or programmer or something. Go to school for an engineer and all that. So we can have ways to get past all the BS. Or we just need to come together and make it undeniable and all make good music and come together like these other places are doing. And they have no choice but to play your record on the radio.
Nowadays, if you don't have exactly what the formula they want, the look, the sound, whatever, and the radio likability, we ain't going nowhere.
Like for instance, Murs is not on the radio for a lot, but you know, the guy's one of the biggest. Him and Tech Nine. Tech Nine's the biggest independent seller. They don't play him on the radio. That's why I said if we organize ourselves, we can override the radio stations.
You know, the people we got the power, man. It's power in the people. You know what I mean? It's if we stay silent, then they're gonna continue to play that funny bunny ass music on the radio.
We need you to sit down and talk with us and start to reason.
You know, get some shit that the street love, and when we all come together, they gotta play it.
Like the Tootin' and Booty had no choice but to play. But I heard that in the years way before it was on the radio on the street first. It was undeniable that made radio play it. Now look at Tootin' and Booty, blew up. Got white people saying they Tootin' and Booty. They don't even know the meaning of it, but it's crazy, it's cool. You got Joe Moses with his Go Bitch. Glass of the Eye Get Dough. Now you got Kendrick Lamar. I mean, if everybody's doing that, the Ty Dolla $ign area, if everybody keep doing that, then we'd be straight.
Everybody in these days got access to a computer. You own this shit for bullshit anyway, all day on Twitter, Facebook, you know what I mean, for stupid ass reasons.
Digital, man. What I mean by this, and I'm gonna break it down. You got iTunes, but there's hundreds of other digital carriers where you can get your content uploaded and sold digitally worldwide.
Reverb Nation, Hulkshare, Line Links.
And they're getting heavy on the YouTubes and heavy on the MySpace and the Facebook and the Twitter.
You just go on the internet and get busy and talk to everybody around the world.
So digital is what you guys should start looking at instead of giving your music away, because
they playing like some real shit. You know, fuck all the commercial shit. They playing some shit that like damn that I ain't heard before, but it's current. You know what I'm saying? It's like motherfuckers play the single off the album. You listen to another alternative like radio form. They playing album cuts that go hard that you never hear unless you bought that album.
Put your music on iTunes and sell it yourself. Like, you really don't need nobody to sell it for you no more. You don't really need the label. And you really don't even need TV. You go to World Star Hip Hop, YouTube, and all these other websites, and you can watch the videos as many times as you want to, instead of waiting for one show to play one video.
Nah, hell no. Radio is secondary right now. You know, thank God for that, man. I'm really on that satellite shit.
Cash flow is being created already via the internet. Get your bars up. If you don't have your own.com, you under a rock. You ancient.
Same time, while that man is pressing record, there's a laptop sitting in front of me, and I'm talking to fans that want me to drop new music. I just gotta stay in tune with what they want. So the internet is the best way to do that.
There's movies, there's TV, and with everything going viral, and this Google TV now. That's the future right there. You know what I mean? It's like if you produce a good enough product, then you're gonna start getting money off of endorsements off of commercials and corporations who want to buy into your movement.
When you independent, you're not a puppet. When you blogging by yourself and on these Twitters and these MySpace, you're not a puppet. You're not a puppet.
It's worth the pay to get on World Star. Here's your relationship with Q. That's the one, that's the owner of it. Hit him up on the emails, submit us and stuff. Make sure your stuff is quality. Upload it on YouTube, that's free. Make sure anything you do is quality. It's always quality. Quality over quantity. I'm really learning that.
It's all about getting product to the market. You dig what I'm saying? Be it music or be it film or whatever it is, it's packaging it up and getting it to the market. That's where the real money is. You know, other than that, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
So radio is basically irrelevant in a sense, unless you want that commercial success, and that's temporary because you have to continue paying it. Jay-Z is on the commercial float right now because he's been doing that for a long time, so his money stacks up. So if you start now trying to get on the radio, everything that you work for, you'll pay, and if your record don't blow, then you'll be broke.
It's all about coming together, doing for ourselves.
It was one of them cats from the East Coast, dog. And this was like 2003, 2004. This cat made a comment at one of the award shows out here that I attended. He made a comment to somebody else, and I overheard it, about how dumb West Coast niggas was. And it pissed me off. This nigga actually felt that we was so dumb as far as not being unified, as far as beefing with each other, as far as not communicating with each other, as far as not working with each other music-wise, as far as not helping each other, putting each other down, as far as a little petty beef that I'm not going to work with you music-wise because you a blood, I'm not going to work with you because you from Watts and I'm from over here. He had it in his mind that he was finna conquer the West Coast, that he was finna move out here and like, man, watch, I'm finna come out here and get rich.
They utilize it more because the nigga mentality is, I don't want to be Hollywood. So they come and be like, man, that's a check. they gonna be Hollywood all day. They don't care. They're like, that's what it's here for. It's entertainment.
We should be unified getting that dough, and we shouldn't have people from outside regions feeling that they can come out here and come in our backyard and do more with the opportunities that we have every day.
That's why we're lacking in that, because we don't have no niggas that be like, hey man, check this out, this is where y'all need to do things, this is the way y'all need to go about it. We don't have that mentorship.
Because we selfish. Everybody's selfish. Everybody's selfish and everybody's scared. Motherfuckers be melting, I call it melting. Niggas be melting on shit, okay? When it comes down to really put it, nigga talk all that shit, nigga buy the check, nigga start melting. Oh shit, I can't fuck with this shit.
You know what? Magic Johnson is doing what he's doing because he has love for the fans that loved him here for LA. Hello? They got the love for you, Snoop. They got the love for you, Q. They got the love for you, Quick.
So on the pioneers level, humble yourself. Pioneers, humble yourself. You got all the money don't mean nothing, you can't leave with it. You feel me? But on the other end, with the up and coming cats and the cats that's new on the scene, respect your elders.
They all in them hills, man. Come down from them hills. Come down from the Great Poop Pond. Come down out them cars. Think about when you didn't have it. Think about when your OG was controlling the set. See, a lot of dudes lose that gangster mentality. They get Hollywood more than gangster.
I don't want to keep on getting on the young niggas, it's the old niggas too. Put your hand on somebody, man. Because at the same time, we y'all kids.
I mean, don't sit behind your desk, man. Get out and come to some of these showcases and look at some of these artists, you know what I mean? Get in the street. I mean, how can you be a real A&R or a producer or music executive, you know what I mean? You're sitting behind the desk. Go to where that talent is. Go to where that talent is dwelling. You dig what I'm saying? It's like, motherfuckers are stagnated out here because, I'm gonna get into it, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. You know, I shit on A&Rs. You know what I mean? They highly paid talent scouts. And a lot of A&Rs is fucking the game up right now because they scared they finna get fucking fired. So they signing shit that's out already type shit, nothing innovative. You feel what I'm saying? Because their jobs is so much on the line with that corporate shit, it fucks up music too. You feel what I'm saying? What we hearing, especially this West Coast shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's a big snowball effect. You sign somebody that's hot, they sign somebody that's hot, they sign somebody that's hot, and it's supposed to keep going like that. That's how shit live and go on. That's why I feel like it's dying out, because motherfuckers is just holding on to the spotlight, don't want to let that shit go.
How can you sit there comfortably on your house on a hill and then look at the neighborhoods that you have left out of that you didn't give back?
It's a hustle. It's a hustle to have an artist. It's a hustle to have a record label. So it'll be dumb, and I don't see too many dudes that have a record label and they see it come across a tight artist and they're not trying to put them on. You know what I'm saying? So as far as what they doing what they doing. They surviving, they feeding their kids, they keeping their name relevant in the business, and they picking and choosing who they choose to mess with, who they choose to fuck with, put on.
I do think that they have some responsibility as far as connecting back with the youngsters, with the youth, just on a humanitarian level, not on no music level, or you owe me some money or sign somebody, create a company. Whether you do what you want to do with your money, that's your business.
Roll, G's, you vets, you got a right, you're absolutely right, that they need to do what they sell. Right?
Artists got to get on their jobs on this motherfucker.
But you also have a responsibility, in a sense, to school them if you don't want to help. You don't got to be on that record. But show them. Put some shit out there to show them how to get it and what's really going on. You know what I mean? So in that sense, that helps. Better than not doing nothing. Fuck y'all hot-headed. And you was hot-headed. Y'all got more diss record. You the reason why we do this. So you can't say that. Hide your hand. Throw that disclaimer out there. Y'all hot-headed. Y'all not able to work with. Motherfucker, you start a gangster rap.
Within this culture of hip hop, Ice Cube, you are a father to a lot of these gangster rappers. Dre, you like a father to a lot of these producers and gangster rappers. You feel what I'm saying?
You gotta atone for that. All them videos and them songs, because you created that, whether you like it or not. You did this. And those who helped you do this, or forced you to do that. And some of y'all know better. Some of y'all were conscious, and they changed you. You punked out, so the least you can do. No, it's real, man. Motherfucking punk.
Whatever our dissatisfaction is, we gotta be in the right first. We can't just be some mad, angry motherfuckers just mad because we ain't getting put on.
I saw Snoop do some stuff with Nipsey Hussle. I saw him get out of a crooked eye. You know, these up and comings, and they still mess with us. But you can't be frustrated and be like, oh, F them, and you know, they ain't supporting us, and then think that they gonna come support after that.
I want all the time thank you, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for being that stepping stone for us to come up there and do something next.
Keep grinding, but a lot of our young heads attack them. Like when like I heard Cube say something, right? I don't know if you seen that interview where Cube kind of like knocked us a little bit. Like I didn't take that as him knocking us. I take that as he don't understand yet. So unless our young niggas make them understand, of course. That's just with my baby. My baby can ask me something, but if she don't make it make me understand what she's talking about, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all niggas need to learn your own business, homie. Go to school and learn your own business, homie, and learn that shit, man, and get it right. You feel me? Because don't expect them niggas to do nothing, homie.
I feel like they did give us a shot, but we can't look to them as like they owe it to us to put us on. You know what I'm saying? We have to, like I said, establish relationships with them and then let them feel responsible for helping us with our career. Like Snoop, even though we don't talk every single day right now, he's responsible for my career. He's gonna help me. He's gonna jump on board at some point in time. He's gonna do some songs with me. He's gonna sit down and delegate some business with me. You know? That right now what I'm doing is making myself big enough so that I can have my own leverage when I go mess with them. I got my own crew. Me and my crew on our own tour bus, and we pushing ritual, we opening up the shows, and we selling our records, and we doing our thing as an entity that's responsible for their own stuff. We self-reliant, you know?
But I feel like they doing all that's been allowed for them to do. I think other doors should be open for them.
I think with the young dudes is the generation gap,
Supposedly old school and the new, is that we're gonna have to start coming to some agreement to where we start opening up dialogue.
For our new dudes that's doing it, that don't respect our elders, respect y'all elders, man, because at the same time, they can stamp you. They can give you the stamp, man. You know what I mean? Just like when they were growing up, those that came before them got behind them. So I just feel like we should all respect one another and keep this West thing around.
I was raised to the people who came before me. You acknowledge them, you know, you give them the respect that they came before us. They've been through a lot.
I feel like I earn my respect too. Like, I don't give a fuck if you been rapping for 25 years, nigga. I been rapping for 10, nigga. Working my ass off just to get one album out. Like, I deserve a certain level of respect too. So I think respect is given as well as received.
Paying dues, man, is you know, everyday active, man, doing what you do is musically. You feel me? Whether it's in the studio, whether you're doing press, whether you're doing radio, whether you're doing, you know, making tracks or whatever the case may be, as long as you're smashing towards a higher goal, I think that's considered paying dues, you feel me? And I've been doing that for the past 15 years, man. So I'm on dues. I'm paid up, actually, you feel me? So I'm ready to start recouping.
But I mean, it's politics out here, so I can understand why Drake can ostracize himself away for so long. Look at all the fuckery he went through with Deathrow, man. I wouldn't want to get around niggas either.
You know what I'm saying? It's a big time gap. So we probably don't even hang in the same type of places. Or my money don't go as far as their money go. But you can, it's always somebody close to them that's in their ear. You know, don't think they don't know. If you kicking up some kind of dust, don't think they don't know who you are.
I mean, it's a lot. I mean, I'm not a dream crusher, you dig what I'm saying? But it's a lot of motherfuckers out here should quit their day job.
Just like, for instance, if you was a CEO of your company and you gonna look for the best talent, my nigga, you're not just gonna sign and then you know you got a few million or something to work with. Okay, what you gonna do is you gonna sift through all of them until you get what you want.
Well, we should start something like an organization, because if you're not organized, you have nothing.
I see the talent. I see where their heart is. I see the goodness in them. And the only way they're gonna get there is that we have to teach them.
It's the land of dreams and shit, man, but niggas is making them nightmares and shit, homie. Real talk, wake up.
God has made this possible for all of us. It had to be an Egyptian lover before it was a Kiki Loco.
It had to be a Kiki Loco before it was a Glasses Malone. It had to be, you know what I'm saying? It had to be that. Cats have to understand that. You could not have this what we have today, this multi-billion-dollar industry, without God building these blocks.
I think they don't even know what they doing when they say that. Because for one, for a point of reference, the New West, who's the founder? Who runs the business? Who's the business manager? Who's the head of PR? Who's collectively come together to do something together? Yeah, you got Watson Compton, but then you got all these other. Is Dom Kennedy not New West? Is Pac Div not New West? Is Tiger not New West? I mean, like, what the hell is that, man?
We went from, like I said, 2 turntables and a microphone with no contracts to contracts this thick now, where niggas is doing music on computers. You know what I'm saying? A whole $1 million studio on the computer. Guys did a lot for us in 30 years, bro, you know? And cats just have to be humble. Not pay homage, be humble.
It ain't no New South. Lil Wayne is New South. The hell out of here, man. I think we need to put it in perspective. Don't divide yourself because that's what you've been indoctrinated to do. We keep dividing ourselves. So we keep creating new words and new terms to govern ourselves under. You're not governing yourself.
If you're watching this DVD, I want you to tap into you.
Because that really brings tears to my eyes right now. And I realize that your role of what you believe in, and what you're about, and what you love, and what you care about, that it don't stop. And if we give up, this is what we got. This is what we got. And we can't point the finger at the young school. We can't do that. We have to look at ourselves.
Tap into that time when you were out there and you were hungry and you wanted to get on and you wanted to express yourself to the world and you thought you had a talent that everybody deserved and needed to hear. Tap into that time when you didn't have the money and you knew that if you just had a chance, an opportunity, that you could make lives change for everybody around you. Now you're in that position.
I just see the newer cats doing it a little more than that.
So why not just, okay, well, let me do it myself. Like, niggas that, hello, you know what I'm saying? Why niggas can't just say, I'm already Cube, I'm already Snoop, I'm already Dre, I'm already, you know, I don't need to go to these motherfuckers no more.
You definitely got artists out here paying their dues. You got artists that ain't got no cosigns. Like, shouts out to Pac Div, you know, no cosigns. And they was around the Dre and Snoop Cat. They was recording with Dog Pound and them with Pac Div ain't had no records with them. They ain't had no cosigns from them. Nipsey ain't had no cosigns, you know, not no major artist cosigns, not until recently, like Snoop fuck with him now, but like,
we not looking for that cosign no more. Remember back in the days, like, if you're not cosigning my Dre or nothing, then you're not just gonna make it over here. I think everybody's like really pushing the line themselves and really getting their hustle.
As long as you got independent stores like VIPs, and you can get your stuff into a lot of places, you gotta just try. I think we don't try. I think we get caught up with so much of, because we can't rub shoulders with Russell Simmons, and because we can rub elbows with Puff Daddy, you know, you can see him at the Roscoe, that we get content with knowing that we gonna run into people that's big in business.
So, come on, like, I don't need nothing from him with that pat on the back, like, go ahead, badass. Oh, you out here doing what I was doing? Go, little nigga, you tight. That's all I need. I don't need them to make me no label. I'm gonna make my own label. They acknowledgement and them just saying, oh, badass got a label, getting it in, more power to him. That's all I need him to say and keep it moving. Love, like, bless me with the blessings, and I'm gonna keep it going. With God and all my team, we rocking, and that's what everybody else need to do. Stand on your own. Like I said, God bless the child that can hold his own. He gonna keep you with it.
Niggas got it sitting right here, like y'all got Hollywood right here. Y'all got everything at y'all disposal, and y'all so worried about beefing with each other. Y'all so worried about bravados and ego.
So once we all get on that mentality and we all start locking in and doing the same thing and building, that way it won't become a climb on top of each other thing. It'll be, I help you push up, now grab me. It's never gonna be right.
Like, we really hate and jealous of each other, and if the next man is doing good, we talk bad about him behind his back. When it's all smiles and daps in his face, like, we gotta get out of that as LA. We gotta get out of that quick. Because if we don't get out of that, we always gonna be at the bar. We never gonna get back on.
You know what I mean? I think we just need to push a little bit harder and not complain, you know what I mean? And just feel blessed that we are here and we are natives.
Like, a lot of people that's coming up now that's young, that that is dealing with people that got a lot of push and they are in a position to help them. They made noise by themselves. They got a team, they got their movement, they make noise and let them see this is why you need to be fucking with me. This is why, because this is what I bring to the table. And I think on the old dudes' offense or the people in a position of power, that's what they do on the scene. Because if you're not doing it if you're not trying to be yourself, then why am I going on?
We take this so serious to where we're scared. And when we do got something, we're real slow with it because we don't know if it's gonna make it. Them dudes out there, it's like, go. We just gonna put Waka out there. Gucci gonna touch you. He gonna turn into, you know what I mean? So they're a little bit faster than us. Us right now, all our moves gotta be mapped out. We take it too serious. What happened to the fun?
We our own biggest drawback because we so gangster. We don't want the bitch that you trying to impress to see you go spend your sack money on the camera on some equipment. You would rather impress her with buying some 24s, some 26s.
You don't need nobody to give you no money. You don't need no money no more. Back in the day, you needed money because studios was $55, $100 an hour. Okay, musicians was all union. Okay, you had to have a union engineer. Okay, it might cost you $15,000, $20,000 to do a single. Okay, when you can buy Reasons, a laptop computer, burn that shit, take it down to disc makers or or your computer, whatever the case may be, and have it ready to roll in a week. And get your grind on. Well, again, here's the key word: get your grind on.
Only way you get to the #1 spot is when you put in work. No, you just telling me you gonna take it over, but you ain't on the blogs. The records you putting out is very whack. Then you're not even appealing to the masses. Your record is lighting the ass.
In order to resurrect and bring stuff back on the West, you gotta be a businessman. You gotta be like Master P was. Like I wasn't a Master P fan of his music, but his business, his grind, his hustle.
Yeah, it's gonna be tedious. Yeah, it's gonna take you a long time. Yeah, it's gonna be a slow ride. But so motherfucking work.
We're on the West Coast. We in Hollywood. All the major record companies is here. It's motherfuckers in Idaho, Boise, some motherfucking place, dying to be in LA to get a deal.
So the West got palm trees, homie, good trees and shit, you know what I'm saying? Sandy beaches and shit, nice bitches, man. Real talk, man, the West is what's cracking. Everybody want to grow up and come out here to California, man, to be a star.
The youngsters got this jerking and homies got a couple of song spins on radios that we back. We not even close.
You feel me? So a lot of cats having more money, a lot of cats getting more spins on the radio, and that's a blessing to us because we don't want nobody complaining and crying when we come out smashing.
It's back. It's back. It's on the West. It's really on us. I mean, it really never left. It's like motherfuckers fell asleep for a minute. You dig what I'm saying? But, the sleeping giant is us. That's us.
Let's create a unification movement. Let's unify. Bloods, Crips, brown, black, it don't matter. Samoan, whites. If you embrace hip hop, you embrace unity.
Come together as one. If it's your video shoot, nigga, you get on your phone, you call everybody.
Weak niggas, tight niggas, fresh niggas,
you tell him to call everybody. You tell them to call everybody. West need to come as one.
Man, the world is fucking starving, man. It's the most anticipated move on the coast.
You're home smoking a blunt with your man, looking at your old ass plaques on the walls, and you ain't going no motherfucker way because you worried about the dudes from the next coast. Fuck that, man. Get off your lazy ass and do a blog or something. Show me your vision. Show me what you can do, rapper.
It's not a lot of opportunities here. People from here can't sign to a man.
So why is that? Why is that? When we the fucking entertainment capital of the world, why we don't have no fucking deals cracking off like that?
I think the people that was over us don't empower themselves and keep the business line open.
Stacking amongst all the gossip, I used to love the perks. Yeah, they still work as long as you're sliding that currency first. Y'all know where I grew up. Do I have the hood drop? Bump that time, Eli, and half the hood stops. Look, I'm not tripping. This is my remedy. So businessman, you know where I stand today.